welcome to my channel. My name is Sapphire. I know I've been gone a really long time. I was dealing with some skin condition, which I will be talking about further in the video. Also, sorry my background's a little distracting maybe, because you can see the reflection back here. But I'm redoing my room and I'm hoping to move that mirror once I get some shelves put up. But yeah, so today, to come back from my long break, I was wanting to do a look that I wore last week, and it was inspired by the show Euphoria, which if you haven't seen the show, you need to go watch it. It's on HBO, so it might be kind of hard to watch. But if you got HBO, should check that show out because it's pretty great. I was also inspired by one of the girls in the show. Her name is Alexa Demi, and she did this like sunset-y kind of look. So yeah, I really liked this look. I combined that look with one of her looks from the show, and so that's what I will be recreating for you in this video. So my face is already primed and moisturized. Obviously my brows are already done and my eyeballs have been primed already. So I'm just gonna zoom in and we can get started on the eyes. Okay, so to get started, I'm just gonna take Cherry Wet from the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette and run that in my crease really quick. So yeah, I mentioned that I've been gone for so long because of a skin condition I was dealing with. So my skin for about like 2 months had been really dry in like certain areas. Like, so my eyelid was really dry, my lips and the area around my lips was really dry, underneath was dry, and then like I had it really bad on like my neck area, and I didn't know what was going on. I tried treating it, you know, just at home with some like cortisone tin cream, hoping that that would help like ease it, because it was not only dry but really itchy and like uncomfortable, and I couldn't wear makeup or anything because obviously the makeup just looked like shit anyway, like me applying it over dry skin. And so finally I got fed up and I made an appointment, and they referred me to see a dermatologist. And like, it was so funny. I walked into the derm office and he was like, so what seems to be the, you know, what's your problem? And I was like, I have dry skin. And he takes one look at me and he was like, no, that's not what it is. And I was like, but my skin is dry? Like, what else could it be? He was diagnosed me with something called seborrheic dermatitis, which is basically a form of eczema. Yay. But yeah, it's not caused by like allergies or like changes in the weather or anything like that. It's just something that happens, unfortunately. But yeah, so I've been using a cream for my face, and that is how I'm able to be here today. I'm so excited and so happy to be back, finally doing makeup again, and yeah. So that's what's been up with me. It hasn't been fun, but again, I'm glad that it was something that was easy to fix and wasn't like, you know, something that would take all kinds of treatments to go away. But yeah, so next I'm gonna go in with a mix of raspberry and licorice. And yes, my brushes are dirty. What else is new? I'm just gonna run that right underneath the Cherry Wet color. That is what's been up with me. I would like to know what's been up with you all, since I've been gone, like, have you done anything cool or interesting or, you know, exciting? I would like to know. So, yeah, leave that in the comments. So I mentioned that this look was inspired by Euphoria. And let me tell you, that show's pretty heavy, man. It has to deal with like teenagers and being a teen and stuff like that, and being not just that, but being a teen involved in like more adult activities like doing drugs. The main character is actually an addict, and it follows her and like her friends and what they're going through in high school, and pretty heavy stuff, you know. Some people are saying that it's not very realistic about like what kids are dealing with, and I have to say that's a lie. A lot of the stuff that gets talked about or like shown in the show are stuff that I heard about happening in my own school when I was in high school, which was like a really long time ago. So we're not going to talk about it. But yeah, it's, if you like, I guess it's more like a drama, like a teen drama, but if you like shows like that, definitely check out Euphoria. It's got some bomb ass makeup looks in it too. Yeah, the makeup department killed it. It's funny because like when it started becoming really popular, because a lot of the looks are very like bold and editorial. Twitter, of course, chapstick mascara Twitter was blowing up saying, you know, nobody would wear these looks out. These looks are so like not realistic, and nobody does makeup looks like this. And it's like, yeah, we've been out here doing stuff like that since before Euphoria. But I'm actually kind of glad that the show has made like more artistic looks mainstream, because now, you know, I could go out wearing a crazy look and people just be like, oh yeah, it's because of that new show, you know. It's like, because it's not, but at least I won't be considered weird anymore, you know. I'm gonna take Delicious on a little pencil brush and just lightly dip into that and run that on the outer corner, the outer V area. And then wing it out. We went out with my husband and his friend that was visiting from out of town. We went to the city and like hung out, and that was really fun. We had fun. We stayed out. We went like club hopping, which is, I don't know if that really counts as club hopping because we only went to like 2 clubs, but yeah. One of them was like really boring, so we left and went to another one and then just stayed there the rest of the night. And that was fun. Oh my god. There though, we had the most disgusting Jello shots I've ever had in my entire life. Oh god, I'm getting like disgusted just thinking about these. They were like pre-made Jello shots, which should have been a sign, you know, that they probably weren't going to be very good. But yeah, they tasted like they had been mixed with milk, like, and alcohol, and it was just not the business. Like, it was the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted. But I mean, other than that, that place was pretty cool. Another thing that I was up to while on my little makeup break, I don't know if I've talked about this before in my channel, but I love to play video games. And my community, like the base that I live on, because I live on an Air Force base, they organize like Super Smash Bros. Tournaments. But the guy that organizes them is like leaving soon, so We haven't had one in a while, but we found somebody in our town that is organizing like Super Smash Bros. Tournaments. And we went to the very first one, me and my husband, and that was a lot of fun. It was in a place that is like a bookstore, which I had no idea that my town even had this place in it. But yeah, this place is like a bookstore, and then it had a bakery connected, and then we went upstairs, and that's where the tournament was being held, and that was really, really fun. But yeah, like if you like to play Super Smash Bros. On the Switch, you should leave your friend code down below, and maybe we could smash. But yeah, also in the world of video games that I'm excited about is a game called Animal Crossing, and that is releasing next year, which, oh my god, I'm so sad that it's so far away, but it's been like the first main Animal Crossing game on a console in like over 10 years, I think. So that's pretty exciting. If you don't know what Animal Crossing is, you need to go look up what it is, because it'll change your life. So I'm just going to take this little flat like shader brush and the shade Good Morning and run that right above that cherry wet color, just so it doesn't go too far up my brow bone, you know. So I'm just gonna take another fluffy shader brush, and I'm gonna take the mixture of the raspberry and licorice shades, and then I'm just gonna pack that on the outer third of my eye, yeah. And then just wing it up into the rest of the shadows. And then I'm going to take that pencil brush and that delicious shade and pack that right on the outer edge. Okay. So I'm going to take that really bright shade, which is Fuck, and I'm going to pat that on the middle of my lid. So now I'm going to take Lemon Drop, which is that super bright shimmery yellow. I'm going to do a soft, like, half-cut crease shape with this. That sentence was, like, really hard for me to get out. So I'm just going to start patting that shade. Sorry, guys. I wish I would have had, like, more interesting stuff happen to me so I could talk about more stuff, but I live a pretty chill existence. Like, nothing too interesting happens. Oh, you know what? I guess I can talk about my pup. He has not been at his best recently either. He was having problems with being like anemic, and his red blood cells were really low and stuff like that. He's been on medication for about like 2 months now. He's finally back in the normal range, but they still have him on his medication to make sure that he stays normal and that his body's like stabilized. Basically, he's not gonna have any more scares with, like, he almost fainted on me a couple times, and that scared me really bad. But he's doing much better now, thankfully. He's eating, running, playing, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm glad that he's doing better and that my skin's doing better. Just gonna take the white shade in the palette, which is Virgin, and tap that on my brow bone. So now that the eyes are pretty much done, I'm gonna do the rest of my face off camera, and I'll be back to finish off the eyes and some other things. Okay, my face is done, so let's finish off the eyes. I'm gonna take a fluffy, like, angled brush. This is from Spectrum and Cherry Wet. And running that just on the outer third. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little pencil brush and that FUCK shade and run that right next to that, just on the middle. So then I'm going to take a lemon drop and run that on the inner third, as well as on the inner corner. Okay, I'm actually going to take another brush and I'm going to take a little bit of Jawbreaker and tap that right over lemon drop. I'm going to take an angled brush and Delicious and run that on the outer third, just for a little more definition down here. Okay, so for the fun part, we're gonna add little jewels. If I can open up this lash glue. So I'm gonna take a little bit of lash glue and just start dotting it where I want to put the little crystals that I'm gonna put on my face. Give the glue a second to like dry down a little, become like tacky. I'm just gonna pick them up with my finger. I'm actually gonna use tweezers this time. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna do the other side real quick and then put on some lashes and I'll be back to do the lip. Okay, lashes are on. Time to finish this look out with the lips. So when I wore this out the other night, all I did was take an ABH lip gloss and run that over because I knew I was gonna be out like all night and I did not want to mess with my lips. So this time though, I'm going to take the e.l.f. matte lip color and a dash of pink and just run that over the outside of my lips. I have a hair on my face, like always. Oh my god. I think I got it. Anyway. And then I'm going to take Fenty's Gloss Bomb in Fussy and run that in the center. So this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!